Hey guys, this is Tarquin coming back with another episode of A Clash of Kings. It seems like I've just been playing 4 days and I am having a blast. We are on day 284 for Alesander Stone, and when we left, Elmwood was being raided, and we are going to check that out and see exactly what's happening there. How many lords are there? How dangerous are they? And can we help the people of Elmwood push them out? Okay, 82 men. That means we are just going to chase him down. He's going to try to escape. He's not going to get away. Mark it down. You will be hearing about me a lot. Surrendered, I, Andrew Estremont. I have already, of course, defeated his father in battle numerous times. We have 64 troops available at the start, which means we're just going to have 30 or so in reserve. So part of our reserve will be our other allies, Dragonstone, Finna, Canute Bandside, all of those cavalrymen. We are not bringing cavalry to the beginning of this. We are bringing infantry, and we are bringing range. These Stormland sergeants will either prove their usefulness or they will die. Of course, when we do not bring our cavalry, that sort of seriously limits us with who we can bring, but we just go through, find our range, and yeah, apparently we will need to take some of our cavalry with us, so that is what we'll do. Or yeah, we just don't have enough pure infantry to make this work without them. So I believe what we'll do is just take our companions. We'll leave Canute Bandside in reserve in case we have to flee. The same with Balaquio Mentarius we won't bring in here, and Brendan Storm we'll keep. And we will bring Dothraki skirmishers as well to bring out our 64. And now we're just going to plan our battle with the enemy, dispatch these orders, and enough planning. We're going to be starting this out with a pretty action-packed episode. We can see that we are on just entirely flat ground. That's fine. I don't think that they will try to charge us. If they do, they will end up in a bad position. No, it looks as though they will try that classic feint and then wheel about, but if he can't get up enough speed, I might be able to take him. No, it looks as though they will be able to effect a retreat there. Now, if they insist on moving forward, we'll just move back to these rocks. But I'm not sure if they are going to advance or not. It looks as though they might be doing that, so we are going to fall back slightly and get just a little bit in these rocks here, and actually fall back even more than that. If they want to fight us, they are going to have to deal with the terrain. Okay, wow, and that looks to be a pretty good spot for us to be at. They have 63 on the field, as well as we do. No battle advantage. These men all stuck. They need to back up and stop doing what they're doing. We are going to tell everyone to hold their fire so that they'll be able to break, get into ranks appropriately, I hope. But no, that is not what they do. We will tell everyone to advance a bit then. We are at fire at will. We're just going to... We really want to hold this position is the thing. We will just hope that the AI sorts itself out right there. If this guy stays in front of their forces, he is in trouble, and I miss him. Very disappointing. My dog barking at the door. I don't believe him. I know he has not been neglected today. You can see they're just trying to really move around every which way. I should have done that with a couched lance. I didn't. But they are now running at me. Oh no, oh no. My horse knocked from under me. I can't believe I ran into that. I'm just going to use this rock to try to help me live. This is a disaster. We need to tell everyone to charge, but we are in just a terrible position. We are locked against this rock. How long can our shield hold out? And we're just really trying to hold here as long as we can. They're trapped on themselves. Can we get any damage done here? They're just furiously trying to do damage to me, not really being able to pull it off so much. And now you can see that I might just be able to escape this. Oh no, not gonna happen. However, now their forces are fully in a rout. We're going to retreat from this battle. We see that we have only lost a couple of wounded, whereas we have devastated their men-at-arms contingent, and now we are going to change the commander, Alesander Stone, probably not fit for battle anymore. But we are going to take Canute Bandside into this battle. Or maybe Giannis. I think Giannis is the better choice. He has been given some good equipment lately. Now we just dispatch our orders. We will take whoever we can take. Enough planning to battle. We are again on this same map. We can be pretty happy about what we can expect to happen here. Oh wow, Alesander Stone still on the battlefield, we see. Pretty surprising, wasn't expecting to see my face there. I was wondering who I had given such cool gear to, but now I know the answer. I don't know if they're going to try to make an advance anymore due to their vastly inferior numbers, so we are going to run up. We're going to hope their cavalry doesn't try to charge me, but take enough confidence in our cavalry that we'll be fine, even if they do. You can see that we are right now taking fire from their archers, but all we are going to do about it is move forward a little bit. They are going to really wish they didn't mess with my army. You see that they have a lot of levy caliber people, it looks like. Not so many archers even. Barely any to speak of. A couple of dozen. Nothing like my forces. And we are just seeing our archers fire at them from range. See if they get softened up or anything like that. But we're going to advance just a little bit more. And their cavalry coming out to meet us. We just have to think that's not going to work out well for them. We cut his horse down. Come with a sweeping cut from behind. This is a heavy knight that we're dealing with, but we are just trying to do some damage to him. He can't live forever. And we see that we have now really done a lot of damage, and now nothing is left to do but charge the rest of these men. We probably should have charged earlier and gotten our cavalry more involved with this melee, but our Stormland sergeants, I think, are working out very well. They finally, of course, do get a sword when they become a sergeant, and they keep it whenever they become those mounted sergeants and knights that I am so very fond of. So we just have told everyone to charge, and that's what's happening now. Our Dothraki pulling up the front. And now we are going to be honest right now, and these archers, we just have to feel that they are not going to get away with this. Trying to take all these spear shots, getting his weapon proficiency up. Now, the weapon proficiency does not, of course, increase raw damage, but it increases the speed of your attacks, which does have a multiplier, and thus certainly does increase your damage. It doesn't happen point for point, but you can definitely see the swing increase. I believe for ranged weapons it is more accuracy only for damage and doesn't really affect the speed, although it might affect the reloading and redrawing speed of bows and arrows and crossbows respectively. I do not know. Andrew Estremont does manage to escape. We only get 3 renown for that. Pretty funny that after all of that we don't even impress them. We could take this raider leader, might as well hire him and see what he does for a living. Didn't even look at those items. We'll want to do it now just to see if any of them are good. It looks as though we did get a heavy courser, which is just what the doctor ordered for us, considering that, well, ours just went lame. You can see I am reading that in leadership book and am 25% done with it. After that, I guess I'll just continue giving it to my other companions and getting them some leadership points. I have no idea if that has any function whatsoever for them, but we will do it anyway. These routed enemies running away, Elmkirk being raided, and I think Axel Florent is going to find some trouble here. We will fight you to the end. We did find them while they were raiding Elmkirk, which is what I was hoping for and what is absolutely essential for us. We're going to choose who joins us in this battle. Jasper Rivers and Gurner Pike, Graznon. And we are going to be taking all of our ranged. Absolutely all of it. And that is going to be who we take. And this raider leader, because we don't care about him at all. And now we are going to take the field. I am going to be Alesander Stone for this, just for my two-handed weapon. We are going to hold this position right here, back our archers up to here, and I have to think that we are going to have a really good result when they try to come running over this bridge, and they are just totally slaughtered. So many javelins coming up. We have to think that, oh wow, yes, mounted soldiers, these heavy knights coming in and totally being slaughtered. But now we are going to want to support these villagers. Doing a lot of damage from far away with these two-handed weapons, just what we need to do. Taking out that heavy knight. We can see tons of farmers getting knocked unconscious, but we can be alright with that, because once we deal with these heavy cavalry, we have heavy fighters of our own. You can just see the absolute devastating power of this two-handed weapon. If I had not been here, we have to think that this would have worked much worse out for us. This heavy knight, not going to know what hit him over the head if I can help it. Just wow, just a totally thrilling, devastating attack that we've been pulling off on them. We were going to tell the cavalry to charge. Our companions have arrived. And any infantry to hold this position here. We are running behind our men and just waiting. Now we can see 48 enemies dead, 49 dead. We have only lost 5 dead, 4 wounded. They have 47 ready. They are trying to cross this bridge. It is not going to go well for them. And our ranged, now we're going to tell them to fall back just a little bit to hopefully be able to keep getting shots on once these enemies come in. We can see that now our help at the front is needed again. Just, if you saw this morning star flying overhead, you just would have to know that your day was about to get worse. And if you can't deal with it immediately, and I mean immediately, then it's just death for everyone. This is really a powerful weapon. And now I'm going to take this bridge if I can. We're here with my companions, and I'm just going to be trying to crush this battlefield, backing up. Oh no, backed against my men now, but oh no, and knocked out. We're going to allow this to go on a little while longer to kill as many of these men as we can. When the new enemies arrive and get a little bit closer, we are going to flee this battle. We just want to get the most of the advantage we can get here, and now we are going to see, okay, that's the situation. We need to get out of here. We retreat with only 1 killed and 1 wounded. Oh no, that's not true at all. That was what the retreat cost us. We see many crossbowmen lost, more skirmishers, and a Stormman Sergeant. We'll just get all those crossbowmen as soon as we're done with this. Won't take any time at all. 40 farmers killed, 115 for our enemy. So we're going to change the commander down to Balaquio Mentarios. And plan our battle with the enemy, dispatch those orders, reassess the situation actually, because we need to say who we're going to take the field with. Never mind, we don't get to choose that with Balaquio, so we're just going to take the field and hope that everything goes exactly as we want. We're going to say, hold this position, everyone. I need to get off of this horse. It is in my way. Never mind, we need to tell everyone to fall back slightly. And we were going to tell the archers and the cavalry to fall back more. And we need to tell the cavalry to dismount. They do not need that right now. Okay, and those are those commands. The archers now have plenty of distance, and we're going to tell the cavalry to go ahead and charge. Those horses are going to be in the way of our enemies. Pretty cool. And our ranged is just going to be peppering them, I think. Well, no, we're just going to tell our archers to charge too. We can't get any further across the side of the bridge than that. I don't know why our archers not firing. Maybe they can't get a shot on anyone right now. See our Ironborn taking a lot of damage there. Probably not going to have the best day, but we are trying to acquit ourselves in this battle. Although we only have an arming sword on this character. This Dothraki Screamer really being pretty awesome with his Arak. Wow, just a huge amount of damage there. What a sweet attack, but now too far forward. But these are our kills for Balaquio. We see again that we definitely do never want to be caught while we're raiding a village. The villagers will be on the other side, will make it a lot more difficult for us to do things. But we are able to quite handily wrap that up. Now, Axel Florent did escape, but he is no longer a nuisance to us. Elmkirk, I don't think, should be being raided anymore. That is true. We recruit the Stormlands levies to replace our recent losses, and we see that we can still have 6 more, and that is indeed what we're going to need to get in reach levies to get more of those crossbowmen that we know and love. Getting even richer all the time. Now at 20,000 coins or so. We do still have Davos Seaworth in our backpack. We are hoping to be able to sell off him at some point. Sell him off, that is to say. Gonna sell those items automatically, not really make a lot of money or anything off of them, but it'll make us feel a little better. Reach levy, not worried about it. Marone with the level up. So we're going to go ahead and give him his level right now. talk to this raider leader, see what he's got going on. He's level 25. He's got 200 proficiencies. He's actually a totally acceptable guy. He's got good surcoat, a destrier. Well, okay, yeah. Raider leader is staying in my army. He's a good cavalryman. He doesn't cost too much. He will die eventually, and I will shed no tears for him, but until that time, I will definitely make good use of him. Maroon now with 12 strength, going for that nice level of power strike. And we're going to wait here for some time, heal up all of our troops. We did just do battle with 2 lords in pretty short succession without even having time to heal up in between, which was a little more careless than I wanted to be, but I really did want to attack him as soon as I saw that he was there and that I'd be able to fight a lord with way more troops than me, not even on an equal playing field, but under the advantageous situation of having a bridge and a town to fight in. And there's a lot of terrain and towns to really use to our advantage, and I think that is where fighting these guys that are raiding is always going to come out on top for us if we can just get some good positioning at the start. In addition, of course, their cavalry doesn't have the positioning, and the horses, whenever they're in the middle of a raid, we still maintain our horses. So if there's any open land, then we can definitely use our advantage there, press it to the fullest. We see that the Tempered Greatsword has a bunch more reach than this hafted mace, but I don't think that's really what we're looking for. Again, we want blunt type damage as on this war mace, if it is even possible. If you are watching and you know if it's possible, please do tell me. I will stop speculating happily if I have an answer. You see now that we can get these mittens, but I think, yes, we are at 20,000 gold. We should now expect that, yep, we can level these guys up. Probably could have leveled them up long before. Everybody now in good spirits and in payment. Ravendale has just been looted by someone not too far before, so we are going to try and see if we can find out who that is. It's not our village, of course, but it is an ally. Now we see, okay, this guy's got some Ironborn with him. I would like to have Ironborn over my current infantry, so we're going to chase these groups until we catch them. We're just going to charge now. This is totally out of proportion. They will not have a chance in the world. We will meet at the bottom of the hill. We will gloriously defeat them. And we will get our horse knocked right out from under us. Extremely careless on my part. No surprise to anyone who's been watching these videos that I would do something like that, though. Rather than go with the two-hander, we're just keeping the one-hander because we want to be able to immediately block this archer, and while just cutting through all of them, they really didn't know what hit them. I must confess that I am extremely excited for my leadership point. I wonder how it works, if it's a raw point or if it's just a passive one, if... well, there's a lot of ifs. I'm just not going to try to focus on them. We will find where these veteran Stromland's men-at-arms are. No, just the normal Stromland's men-at-arms. We release 1, 2, 3 of them. We get this Ironborn Spearman and this one, and we will even take the intro level one. He will level up quickly enough, and that will be all we need from him, is to eventually get up to retainer status, and that's a lot of Ironborn. Of course, it's really kind of hard for us to make our way to the Iron Islands, so we're pretty pleased with that situation now. We are going to be going to Essos, and so as a consequence we're just going to be running through the lands of the Stormlands. Looks like Garth Hightower now the Marshal. No problem with that. Never met the guy. No, that's not true. I'm pretty sure we fought together before, but he didn't make an impression on me, as I'm sure I did not on him. But we will be going to Essos to make more investments. We do not need more troops. We, in fact, cannot possibly absorb any more troops. Some of our troops ready to upgrade. That's right, Finna did get that level up. We're going to get her to the next point of strength for sure. Go ahead and get her this level of trainer, because why not? And level up her two-handeds a bit. Now remember, Tyrosh does not really like us that much, so it will not be an investment there, but we will actually be going all the way to Volantis, which has been near captured, all but their capital, captured by the Dothraki. We also could actually head to Lys, which is, I believe, what we'll do. And we have never been to Lys before, so we're just going to run around here. These guys have Pentoshi skirmishers, which mean we're not letting them get away. Surrender or die. We're just going to charge them. There are only 10 of them alive. They must have killed a caravan and now been seriously in a state of injury. It makes no difference to me. You see my army looking pretty awesome. And that's no doubt Giannis there at the front, proving that he has the fastest horse of us all. Of course, these slavers on camels, no great worry for us. With that nice rear back shield hit, and okay, that was a pretty nice one too, though I do say so myself. Okay, our horse knocked down. We were doing so well. And of course, spears not at all effective in close range hand-to-hand combat, and not really that effective in combat in general. Only on horseback are spears efficient. The other pole arms have much more damage under other circumstances. Now we have skirmishers to get, so we are going to be throwing back more of these Stormland's men-at-arms. 1, 2, 3, 4 for these skirmishers and the elite pikemen that we know upgrade into skirmishers. No loot to speak of, but we are going to head across the sea to Lys. It seems as though Lys on some sort of back foot, with almost all of its surrounding towns being looted by somebody. That we're going to go to this tavern. Maybe the archer we've always been waiting for has just been here the whole time. No, it looks like Drollo, the mounted archer, is here. We're not going to get him. We want other things out of the world. Elite Ironborn Spearmen are going to be retainers eventually. Roderick, again, just another knight. Not one that we are looking for. We're going to take a walk around these streets and find the guildmaster. Hopefully he will be right here. Yes, that is what is the case. And we can buy it. The Dye Works is the first choice, and the one that we were definitely going to choose the whole time. That is another 5 or 550 a week. And now we're just going to run back across the sea. Again, no particular worries. Even if there was a group of, say, 200 pirates, we could be confident that we would deal with them extremely efficiently. Not that scary. Now we see here that there are some Dothraki screamers and skirmishers, that sort of thing, but I think we're almost alright with how our cavalry is at the moment. And we're just going to run across this continent and make our way. We're not even actually going to bother freeing those slaves from the slavers. It seems pretty harsh, but that's just who we are inside. We're going to go to this marketplace. We see that they have destriers here. Just those long curved swords, which has cutting damage, not piercing damage. Again, not exactly what we're looking for. These are balanced throwing spears. Pretty cool, require power throw too. Eventually I want to get some power throw on one of my friends, but I just don't know where to begin. I think I might recruit a new guy and sort of use him with that different prioritization system. Find smokefish, go ahead and buy them. They don't go bad, so why not? Now we can see we only do have 9,400 coins here, which is annoying because that's not exactly how much we need. And I cannot afford that right now. What I will do is, well, I don't want to wait here either because it is under siege. Who knows what that would entail. We're going to just head here to Volontheris. Well, it looks like the siege has broken, but this Khalasar has no problems with me in particular. There's the beginning of the week, actually. We will go back to Volantis. We will buy our dye works, and then we will head back to Westeros, feeling pretty pleased about how much money we've made. Will we have to fight someone? This has been lagging for a little bit after clicking. Nope, we will not have to fight anyone. We want to Weavery and Dye Works. Here's money for the land. Very nice. This takes us to about minute 31 for this. What we're going to do now is try to run back to Westeros before we end the video, just so running across the ocean isn't the first thing that we see. We will sell them, Sir Baum and Birch. Actually, now we have 8,000 coins, so it would make sense to try to make another investment on this island while we are here. We will stop at Volontheris and see if we have anything there. The Sorrows. No, he's just talking about the Dragon Lords really putting a hurting on the people of Volantis historically. I am Alesander Stone at your service. I'm just going to say goodbye to him. I thought he might be more warlike. He doesn't know that I'm just trying to visit his town, though. We do have an oil press here, it seems. The armor, not that amazing. The arms, still those large curved swords, which are not what we want. But we will look and see if any of these Volantine cities actually still need a investment. We have Volantheris and Valisar. So Salhoris can still get an investment. We are just 2,000 coins off from a dye works, or 1 week. What we're going to do is just talk to Garner Pike, level him up a little bit, get him closer to that level of power draw that's going to make him even stronger than he is right now, and keep on giving him shield points, I guess. His archery should be very accurate by now at 180, but we're still going to be pumping those points. We are very proud of him. But I guess we are just going to try to find some fights. Okay, that's someone from Norvos who is not pleased at all with this Khalasar. But, well, I'm just a little hazy on what I want to do now. These Rowing Outlaws, I know, carry almost nothing. And I was wanting to wrap this video up, however. Okay, that is just some more Dothraki, and again, they're not totally optimal, and I'm sort of happy with what my cavalry numbers are right now. We are going to head up and see about fighting with mountain tribes, if we can. This is a very large continent, of course, but we're just going to try to move towards Norvos and get in some fights there. Maybe revenge what happened to Lyra so long ago. Okay, Dothraki raiders, 49 of them. There's no way that with 89 hostages we won't want some of what they have, so we're going to chase them down. Okay, wow, a lot more Dothraki raiders there. This is a Dothraki Co. Surrender or die. But now we are going to change commander. There we go. It's not allowing us to choose who joins us in battle, so I wonder how many we will have. It looks like we'll have 76. We're going to hold this position. Well, unwittingly, I have sort of opened myself up for this ridiculous cavalry charge that is no doubt about to occur, but now we're going to send our cavalry at them as well, and just hope that a ton of awful things don't happen to our forces. Okay, wow, surrounded by Dothraki, but they are not particularly dangerous, it seems. It looks like they are an annoyance for my knights, but nothing more. This skirmisher, not going to know what hit him. Managing to unhorse that Dothraki. This is actually a pretty cool fight against these Dothraki, very different than normal, a whole lot of what I would consider traditionally light cavalry. And they are not really acquitting themselves that well, but maybe we will get some really great horses out of this. That is what I'm hoping for. And we will take a closer look at their considerable amount of prisoners and see if they have anyone that we want. And I have to think with only 2 wounded that we've done pretty alright in this battle. Stretching a little bit. So let's see here. Lorathi and Reach. Pentoshi skirmishers, which we will definitely drop these Reach crossbowmen for. That puts our skirmisher number up to 10 again. Very cool. Lorathis, we don't care for. Novroshi, it's a 2-handed guy, but we don't care for. Really, what we are all about is just what we got from here, but wow, that is so many prisoners that they managed to take. You can see our men still in fine form, only 4 items. Okay, Dothraki Cleaver. And a bad Dothraki horse, all we get from that fight. That armor, categorically worse than the furs that we know and love from Wildlings. Let's see, okay, Calgon. It looks like there are hundreds and hundreds of people there. This is the Steppe Bandit lair, very curious. Maybe we should raid that, and I think that's what we are going to do. But in keeping with the idea that we're running in there, okay, it looks like we're just going to take these troops and we're just going to make a run for this Steppe Bandit lair. The Dothraki Co. I'm just going to have everyone follow me. Wow, these river areas, really interesting. We're just going to run and see where our enemies are. Again, we've brought so many archers, we really don't have to worry about them, I don't believe. It looks like they won't even be on horseback. so we're going to be quite fine. Yeah, that Dothraki Co. killed by Jasper Rivers. We can expect many more kills for our archers as this continues. Looks like all we've brought is 6 men, all of them categorized as archers, 3 of them companions, and the other 3 of them legitimate archers. We will wait right here for them to come to us, because we can pretty much depend that they will want to do that. They are Dothraki after all. They are not known for hanging out and waiting. They are going to be known for about to be smashed, though, and that is what we have going on. Just slightly too slow. Oh no. Terrible decisions. Really should have kept my shield on. And really should not be moving forward after taking so much damage. That is, however, the sort of person I am, as you no doubt have been able to gather from these episodes. I don't like to sit back unless I feel like it's absolutely necessary, and even when it's absolutely necessary, I would sort of prefer to be aggressive and take losses rather than do nothing at all. And of course, there is no true damage done to me by getting knocked out in battle. It's just sort of shameful. You see that I am, again, covered in blood. Very cool. That usually happens every time I get to swinging this around. For some reason there are looters in this camp too. Not very pro Dothraki. But it looks as though now these looters coming into the battle, hopefully there aren't any more Dothraki. This is quite a large force, actually, for what we would expect from an area like this. But there's that kill, and we will see where any of these remaining looters might be coming from. And of course, because we do have all of these longbowmen and our companions along, we can pretty much count on killing them before they come to us. This guy with the crossbow is Graznon. I don't know what his crossbow skill is like. It's probably not that high because he wasn't getting very many kills at all. But wow, okay, now this is taking to minute 42 of this video. Been really fun. There's that huge Dothraki horde out on the horizon, and we are certainly not going to want to mess with them. Although that would promise to be a very interesting fight if we had comparable numbers. When they outnumber us 3 or 4 to 1, that much light cavalry would be so nightmarish. I almost don't even want to think about it for an extended period of time. That guy shot in the head. Looks like all this is going to be over. 45 items, wow. And most of them pretty terrible. But yeah, we are running away from that Khalasar now. We obviously have no desire to deal with them. We're just going to run right over here to Pentos. Oh no, we are taking a route that might run us by the Khalasar, actually. We will free the peasant. Okay, it looks as though we have safely gotten away from that Khalasar. Give him that point in strength. His crossbow is about as high as they can go right now. Jasper Rivers with another level up, getting that level 6 power draw. Really awesome. Even more points into archery. Now at 200, we're probably going to start leveling up his other skills commensurate with that, since that is quite a high weapon skill amount. And we're going to go to Pentos, sell some stuff off, and see what we can find. Maybe there will be some mountain bandit clans in our next playthrough that we can fight. Maybe we will be able to find a separate bit of a Dothraki horde, get a couple more fights like that. Not sure, but very excited to see what will happen in that playthrough. very much in the air. This slaver we are going to sell our prisoners to. Aratos and Tarian. Who are you? Ah, well, actually, we will go ahead. We need to count our companions and make sure how many you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like that means that we can certainly get Aratos onto our side. We're going to release this crossbowman. Oh, and now he's mad at me. Why is he mad? Because I had too many people when I offered to hire him. Seems like a pretty immature move on his part, but who am I to tell him what to do with his time? No one, apparently. We're going to see if we can find the guildmaster to this place really quick. It looks like I remember being in Pentos and being seriously aggravated by this map. I do remember, in fact, that I cannot find the guildmaster here. But we're just going to run in a different direction and see if we can find him this time with a fresh day. This is just where that is. Yeah, no clue where to ever find this guildmaster at. I've talked to everyone in the town that I can think of, and to no avail, so just gonna sell these horses off. Although, actually, I should probably keep these Dothraki coursers, put them on my men, and replace their coursers with them, because they are very maneuverable horses and all of that. But none of this is stopping me from being annoyed by not being able to find this guildmaster for the millionth time, it feels like, in Pentos. I'm starting to believe that they don't even have one. I would love to siege this place just to burn it to the ground for bothering me so much and not being able to find it, but I can't do that. The game does not allow me to act in such immature manners. It's probably good. It will lead to problematic playthroughs, but we're just going to go put these Dothraki horses on our troops. Marone, my usual guy to beat up on, we're going to give him a good horse instead. And Finna. We'll leave her with that heavy courser. A heavy courser is a good horse. Maybe Brendan Storm. Brendan Storm surely, yeah, doesn't have a particularly good one. Now has a Dothraki courser. Can feel like we appreciate him a little bit more, though it is not necessarily true. And he's still mad at us. That's pretty annoying. We did want him to come around and be our friend, but it looks like that is not in the cards for us today. But here we're at minute 48 of this video, and at a pretty nice stopping point. Made a few more investments this week, 2 dye works, so that'll start paying out nice dividends. Keep leveling up our army, fighting whoever we can find that looks like we might be able to defeat them. Just having a really good time playing this, putting it online. So this is going to be Tarquin signing off for this video. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. Hope you enjoy.